There's your auger. Dump it in the hopper bottom. Come right in. Hit that unload button. This has got a strap running down the center. Hey guys, welcome back to the farm. Hey, before I show you these new bulls that arrived, and while we're waiting for the hoof trimmer to get here, I thought I'd show you and tell you about some of the yields we've been getting on our corn, chopping and shelling. A record amount of rain this year, 25 to 30 inches since July, wettest in the whole country. Rained out as we speak now, but it's windy, breezy. We're optimistic. Hoping she dries out, we'll be able to get it. I want to let you know this video is sponsored by Verdesian, the nutrient use efficiency people. On the chopping ground, we don't have a yield monitor on the chopper, but you do have it insured. So they send an adjuster out, that's how that works, before you chop it off. And they give you a roundabout bushel average, and they come up with 235 bushel. And you've seen that corn. We've had the most corn we've ever had, ever. It was tall, big ears. So that we're very happy with that on a year like this with all that rain. What we did different this year was, instead of using a liquid micronutrient, we used a granular called MicroSync Pro, and you spread that on before. And I don't know how many of you guys use micronutrients, but we've been putting it on for about 5 years, and we're just a firm believer in that now, that the micronutrient helps all the other fertilizers work together so that plant can take in what it needs to take in and grow big as strong as possible. So we'll continue to use micronutrients, and MicroSync Pro, from our experience, we're extremely happy with it. As far as our non-tiled ground, we do have, you've seen us shelling this. We were shelling this and filling it in the high moisture corn silo last week. And this is what we got left. This is a huge field. All we did was get around the headlands. Massive amount of corn we've got left to take up and sell. Well, the yield monitor said we were getting 215 to 220 bushel per acre and on non-tile fields. Again, up here in Michigan, we're happy with it. What we like about micronutrient, the granular, is it's known for having a season-long availability. So when you spread that on the field, literally the plant is taking that in through the whole season that it needs. So I don't know how many of you guys comment down below if you use it. If you want more about MicroSync Pro and Verdesian, I'm going to leave a link in the description below. You can check them out. But as for now, there's your corn update. Pretty good yields. You just got to be able to get it off. Hopefully she dries out. The wind's working with us, but we'll see. Okay, in the barnyard, cows are eating, looking for a red and white bull. Keep it down, I don't want to startle them. Red and white Holstein that we gotten north of here in Michigan. Our last bull injured himself in the private section and it stopped working. So that's a downfall. There's a lot of downside of breeding with a bull. There he is. That's why I'm gonna try to get away from it. But I'm not gonna be able to get away from it overnight, so I had to bring in some reinforcements. There he is. I'm still leery of this guy. So I don't, you never trust him anyway, but I don't really know much about him. He hit the ground running. I don't know much about his personality anyway, but he hit the ground running that day. Breeding, he's been breeding ever since. He's walking one down right now. Look at that baby. Nice build, 18 months old. Looks like he's gonna grow to be a really big boy. Nice straight back on him. How you doing, bud? How you doing, big boy? Huh? Yeah, I don't know him quite yet, so I'm just kind of moseying around him nice and easy. Yep, this is the girl that's in heat right now. So finding them in heat, that's not going to be my issue. I think I can handle that. And I think I got a spot where I can breed them. It's just getting taught how to do it. And but in the meantime, we've got this young man. See, there's already a mark right there where he was breeding, or he was rubbing on her. Well, he was going for it.
Come on, girl. Come on.
There you go.
Come on.
Two more in position. You're next, Doug. Going up. Guys, check them out. Yeah, that hoof trimmer is actually a husband and wife team from Ortonville, Michigan, if you ever heard of it, but I figured I'd give them a try. He came like last week and we kind of lined out where he would do it. It's kind of dark in there because I've got the roll-up doors shut because the wind's kicking right on them. But I'm going to try to revamp that with some light so next time he comes he can actually see what he's doing. But I think he's doing a pretty good job. And here's our Holstein bull laying down next to our girl that's in heat. There's her markings. So you're laying down right next to your girlfriend, aren't you, bub? You're a good boy. We are up in this first silo This is a silo unloader that Daryl from Tri-State Silo assembled, and then I came in here, it was about 10 foot higher than this. This just tells you, man, how good it's been working. I haven't been in here since. It's, wow, I'm gonna have to climb up there and put them doors and move the power cord under. Yeah, I climbed up and took these doors out. I'll probably put the arm about right here. But yeah, look at this feed. Looks excellent. Smells good up in here. There's nothing really on the wall. So that tells you she's good to go. So we gotta let this down, and I might feed out of it while I'm in here, just because I want to see if that unloader will go through that, because that's about borderline where that bottom of that unloader would run. But I'm gonna try to leave that door out, so we'll see what happens. Doors are in. That's how that's supposed to look. So now if this thing feeds out for another month, it'll be down that much lower. It really was hogging it out. That's a good blower, but Lonnie's gonna feed this. I'm gonna watch it one last time to see if I need any more adjustments. All set. And we're shut down, and we're gonna head down. Do you see how this door's gotta be in here? So these wheels, they ride against it, and they keep them chipping wheels just off so it don't bang on the silo, but still keeps the wall clean. Coming down. Okay guys, to show you these two other bulls, I had to come down to the dry cow lot. We moved all these heifers that were out behind my house in the pasture all summer down here. And one of these bulls is a crossbred. I ended up trying him. They're a little small yet. That's why we got them down here, but they'll eventually grow into it. There's one right there. Hold on, girls. Don't mean to spook you. There's both right here. They're both right here. Oh, there he goes. That's him right there. That's one of the smaller ones. And there's the other one laying down. That's a red and white Holstein. These bulls are, this little guy, he gets up, these ones you can tell they're smaller, they're a little tamer. I'm not as leery as them, as that bigger one up there. But this guy here, he's borderline ready to breed right now. He's a polled bull. That means he doesn't grow any horns, and none of his kids will. So look at, he looks pretty good. Nice straight. So we're gonna have some red and white genetics here in the near future. There he is going to the bathroom. How you doing, buddy? Here's this little guy again. He was borderline being big enough to be down here, but he seems like he's fending pretty well for himself. These bulls came out of the UP here in Michigan. It was like a 6-hour trailer ride they had to get down here. Like I said, that's another reason why we're gonna get a move away from these bulls, because they're getting harder and harder to get, and they're just dangerous. These little guys here aren't bad, but they're dangerous. They're not like a cow. So yeah, those are the bulls. Let's go check back in on the hoof trimmer. He should be getting buttoned up. Next. We got a corkscrew. Last but not least, Big Black going up. 2 hairy warts on this one.
Glad we got her in there.
Wow. Yes. She was the last one, did not want to go in. I almost gave up on her. I said, we're not going to do her. And he would not. He said, we're getting her in. And it was a good thing we did. Oh, he tried to look back. Tearing down the corral. All done. Time to milk. Guide him in.
So right here. That.
Oh, Sheriff, out, back, down, down. Combine. It's 3 days later. I just spent the last 3 days in Orlando, Florida at a national milk meeting. Pretty refreshing, pretty cool. 800 dairy farmers came. Now I'm back playing in the mud. I'll flip this camera around and I'll show you what I'm dealing with, but it was good meeting new people and talking to other farmers. Sharing, basically a checkoff meeting, showing where our promotion dollars go. We pay 15 cents for every 100 we wait to go to this for advertising, and our milk companies will partner with Taco Bell, McDonald's, things like that to try to sell dairy products. Combine's throwing me all over the place because it's so muddy. We're partnered with General Mills. They own Yoplait yogurt. Things like that, but we're back. We've got 300 some acres left of corn, and it's very good corn. 19% moisture where we're at now, but it's been drier through the field. In about the center point of a 80-acre field, and it seems to be pretty dry where I'm at right now. Got a long way to go. We're not running the grain cart. We're waiting to get that 8760. We had something go wrong with it, so we're gonna get the part fixed, get the 7830 unhooked, and hook that up. That'll probably be next video. So I'm dumping at the end of each field, down and back, and I'm about full anyway. And I'm dumping. Mark's running a truck, dumping it up in Brown City. So next time, next couple days we get that tractor fixed, we'll be running grain cart. We won't be stopping. We'll just be combining and dumping. I'm trying to counter steer with the mud. See some bigger ruts over there. That's nothing compared to what was in the center of the field. Well, I get out and just show you how muddy it really is. Good thing we got a big combine like this. I don't know how else you'd get through it. 4-wheel drive. Head's playing in the mud. I'm gonna have to keep that up a little higher. That's not good. Back rolling. Sun's coming up. Head down. The field rolls, you come up on a crown, it's real high up there, so that's why I'm moving this head up and down a little bit. But we're just cutting. I'm hoping it gets drier as we get over. Stay on that road. 17% moisture right here. Was in a pretty good spot back there. Look at that wet hole. I went around that last round. 210 bushel, it's reading. Very happy with it. It's such a wet year. But this field's non-tiled, so that's what we're dealing with. Beautiful weather up here. 40 degrees, sunny. Supposed to freeze next week, which will be good. And down in Florida, it was 75, overcast, no sun. But a lot of people were complaining, but because it's a sunshine state. But I tell you what, I was in the pool the first day I got there. I went right in the pool, skipped the meeting, went in the pool. 75 is very warm for a Michigander. And we're swinging. We got a dump. Auger's coming out. Looks like I spilled some corn on that last dump. Still getting the hang of this. There's your auger. Dump it in the hopper bottom. Come right in. Hit that unload button. This has got a strap running down the center. Kind of hits it and bounces off, but that strap's what supports that trailer. A lot of corn going in there, boys. Or you can hit, see I'm hitting the auger. Instead of backing the combine up. Mark called me, said he don't want them overflowing them too full. Then they won't turn. Yep, there we go. You gotta back it up and get full. Lined up perfect on this one. Just perfect. Got to be over about 4 rows. We'll retract that because I don't feel like hitting a pole because there's these power poles along the headland. We'll keep going. Away we go. Shelling corn, 17%. In here to the water run. Pretty dry in through here. I'm not having to counter steer too much. My dad was in here, he was hitting the brake, trying to keep her straight, but it seems to be drying out a little bit. Yeah, down in Orlando, I got to check in. First time being away from Michelle and the kids. Really enjoy that, but I knew she couldn't go with the baby, but they upgraded me to a suite. Went right to the front desk. It was a complimentary upgrade, and that was nice, but it made me realize they probably should have came. That was the issue. We didn't think the room was going to be big enough for all of us, and they wanted. There, it's getting squirrely here. They wanted $1,500 for a suite, and we ain't gonna afford that, but they ended up giving it to us anyway. So I had to give her a good video of the room. That was pretty funny. That was Dad. He just took over. I got to go get ready to milk. See where that strap, it hits that strap and it bounces kernels off. That's not terrible. This other truck, I laid it right over there. I'm still getting used to the judging. I mean, that's why you dump into a grain cart. The grain cart's not here right now, but you have a big old hole. And then grain cart dumps in the trucks. Guys, that's gonna do it for the video. I appreciate you hanging in there. I hope you liked all the hoof trimming and everything else that went on, but I'm back. I'm re-energized and refocused, and we're gonna continue on. If I don't see you, happy Thanksgiving. God bless.